Money plays an important role in politics. Private donations to political parties are part of democratic governance. Ensuring transparency in how money is collected and spent by election candidates and political parties is crucial. If the financing of political parties and electoral campaigns is not adequately regulated, money may become an instrument of undue influence on policymakers. What works to improve transparency and integrity in political finance? These indicators show that OECD countries have stronger regulations to prevent and manage risks in political finance, compared to access to information and lobbying, slightly weaker regulations compared to conflict of interest, but they can improve implementation and oversight. On average, OECD countries fulfill 66% of standard regulatory safeguards and implement 55% of standard safeguards in practice. All OECD countries have regulations on political finance. A large majority fulfill over 50% of standard regulatory safeguards. And all fulfill at least a quarter. Imposing a ban on certain types of donations to political parties is an example of standard regulatory safeguards that countries can put in place to prevent undue influence. 52% of OECD countries impose a ban on anonymous donations, 76% on donations from publicly owned enterprises, and 79% on donations from foreign companies or foreign states. 48% of OECD countries impose a ban on all three types of donations. Despite strong regulations on political finance, in practice there are strong differences in how OECD countries implement their regulations and publish essential information. For example, transparency and accountability can be strengthened when political parties disclose financial reports. Political parties are obliged to publish their annual financial reports in 90% of OECD countries, but in practice, they are published in only 70% of countries. For election campaigns, political parties and election candidates are obliged to report on their campaign finances in 93% of OECD countries. But these reports are fully published in only 35% of countries. An independent oversight body, such as a Central Election Commission, can help monitor adherence to regulations on political finance. 63% of OECD countries have such a body. 58% of countries publish the number of cases, investigations, and sanctions related to breaches of political finance regulations. Monitoring how standards are upheld in practice is therefore still crucial for full transparency of political finance. For more anti-corruption and integrity indicators, please visit the OECD Public Integrity Indicators portal at oecdpublicintegrityindicators.org.